Are you looking to learn to trust yourself more? Then you're in the right place. What is up, gorgeous soul? My name is Rachael Meeds, global coach and facilitator for leaders who are looking to liberate their expression, embody their magic, and step into a chapter where big money and big impact is the vibe. So stoked to have you here. We're going to be diving into a juicy conversation about cultivating more self-trust right here, right now, in this moment. I want you to understand that what you believe to be true about who you are on an identity level impacts and influences every aspect of your life and your business. In this process of developing more self-trust, what you get to remember is that who you're being in relationship with yourself is going to set the tone for how you're in relationship with everything else. So here is one of the most important ways to learn to trust yourself more today, and that is keeping your promises to yourself. Maybe this sounds easy. Maybe this is something that you actually really struggle with. It isn't about being perfect. It doesn't mean that you're not allowed to change your mind. It doesn't mean that you are always going to get it right. But keeping your promises to yourself is one of the most crucial ways that you are going to learn how to develop deeper levels of self-trust. Maybe you're somebody who has been really desiring to show up on video more. That could be really nerve-wracking. That could be something that you know is going to support you in creating more visibility in your business. Maybe that's something that you've been really desiring to do so that you can connect deeper with your community. But perhaps there are some subconscious limiting beliefs around what it means to take up more space, right? And so maybe you've been avoiding showing up more. Maybe you've been avoiding taking part in certain activities that you know are going to support you. So what happens is we start to do the opposite of trust ourselves when we're consistently giving ourselves evidence of why it's not working or why we can't do the thing. Maybe, as an example, if you're looking to show up on video more, keeping a promise to yourself and trusting yourself more might look like once a week, I promise myself that I'm going to show up on video for 5 minutes. And every time you show up, you're going to start to learn that you can trust yourself to do the thing. Maybe it's something like you've really desired to create a more embodied routine within your fitness journey. And perhaps what evidence you have currently is, well, I say I'm gonna go to the gym and I never do. And so that, again, dampens our self-trust because we're not actually doing the thing that we actually desire to do. So the promise to yourself might look like, I promise myself that I am going to go to the gym 1 time this week. We don't want to expect that you're going to go from 0 to 100 because that's oftentimes where self-sabotage happens. We want to create sustainable goals and promises that are going to start to help you build that self-trust muscle, which will give you more evidence, new evidence, that you can do the thing. You can do the hard thing. You can do the thing that you really desire to be doing. And not just that you can do it, but that you also know that you can trust yourself to handle whatever it is that comes from that situation. The intense sensations, the discomfort, normalizing that when we're shifting who we're being, right, on an identity level, and we're partaking in new habits, we're partaking in new activities, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. And it's so important that you learn to trust yourself in the discomfort, that you know how to handle the intense sensations, the discomfort, the fear, whatever it is that comes up, and then you can still hold yourself through those experiences. When we start to keep these promises to ourselves, again, we start to create more self-trust. And why this is important is if you don't trust yourself, right, it's gonna be exceptionally hard for you to trust other people. It's gonna be extremely hard for you to trust the universe, God, source, whatever resonates with you. Ultimately, who you are in relationship with yourself is going to influence and impact every other relationship you have. And if you think about it, everything that we are interacting with is a relationship, right? We have relationships with people, we have a relationship with money, we have a relationship with spirituality, we have a relationship with our business, with our clients. Like, everything comes back to relationship. And one of the most important, right? One of the most important aspects of a healthy, sustainable relationship is trust. And so you get to prioritize being in right relationship with yourself through cultivating more self-trust. I would be so curious to see what happens for you through prioritizing and committing to keeping these small and sometimes big promises to yourself on a daily and a weekly basis for at least 3 weeks. And I'd be curious to see how you start to be in relationship with yourself in new ways. Because guess what else is birthed through self-trust? Confidence. Confidence comes from every single moment we did the bold, brave thing. Confidence is connected to bravery. And bravery only exists when we are doing something that usually scares us, right? Bravery wouldn't exist without doing the thing that we're afraid of. Sometimes doing the brave thing is showing up and going on video, or going to the gym, or selling unapologetically, or reaching out to somebody that you have a crush on, like whatever it is. Every time you choose to do the brave thing, you build your confidence. But remember that so much of cultivating confidence is trusting yourself. And we're not talking about surface level confidence. We're talking about embodied confidence that you tap into, that you are feeling with every fiber of your being when you do things in your life and in your business. Something that you'll hear me talk a lot about in this space is embodiment. It's a huge part of the work that I do. Embodiment is the visible expression of something. And so as you learn to embody self-trust, you will visibly express that in the world in beautiful ways. It'll influence who you are being when you show up in your business, when you serve your clients, when you are connecting with your loved ones, even doing something that you've maybe never done before. You're gonna have more evidence that you can do the thing because of every other time you trusted yourself and you kept those promises to yourself. I would love for you to feel into what is an area of your life or business that is requiring you to cultivate more self-trust, and then feel into who is the person that you need to become to fulfill that desire. That, like, let's say we look into the future. Let's say you're stepping into a version of yourself who already has the thing that you're seeking, yeah? Feel into what are the promises that that version of me keeps? And then what you get to do in the present is start actually doing those things. And how we bridge the gap between where you are now and where you desire to be is through who you're being right here, right now. So I'd love to hear in the comments how this is resonating with you, if this is something that you've practiced in the past, or even come back and let me know in the comments in a few weeks or a couple months after keeping some promises to yourself to let me know how this has influenced your relationship with self-trust. I'm so grateful to share this space with you. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. I am so excited to see you in the next video.